guys, so a lot of you guys asked me about my weapons, and so during this video I'm going to talk about my Rikku blades that I made. Two of them, obviously. I really like these, actually, that I made. I love them. They're so easy. You can just like throw them in a suitcase. Anyway, so how I made this. I obviously started off at, Google, because Google's best friend for reference images. And I found some reference images that I liked. It ended up being the artwork, the official artwork, the one where she's like standing, looking to the side, whatever. And I basically copied the picture, blew it up like crazy, cropped it, blew it up until I had just the knife, and then I just like printed it out, huge, life size, whatever. And this was after I did my proportions for it and everything. And I just got it to life size, and then I measured. I measured many things, because that was just for like the basic shape, but I still needed this to be like very, very circularly accurate? I don't know. But so what I did is, like, for all of these little circle things right here, there's 8 of them, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there's 8. And what I did to get the circle first is I used a compass, you know, those things used in like 7th grade, and yeah, I got that out. And I used that for the circle, the bigger circle, and the yellow circle as well on the diagram. And then these circles, I think they're 3/4 of an inch. I just used a drill bit that I liked. Yeah. So these all line up like perfectly too. There were many lines, many circles, all kinds of things going on. The only thing that I actually free-handed was the blade curve here and right here. That's it. That's all that was free-handed. The rest of it was rulers and compasses, and yeah, so that's what I used to make the diagram of this. But then I put it onto plywood, 1/4 inch plywood again, and I used, I don't know how many sheets I used, but I ended up using one for this yellow side, which also included a section of the hill right here. So one for the yellow, one for the orangish, and then another for the yellow on this side. And the orange one, the middle one, it encompasses the entire blade. This is all just one thing of plywood. And yeah. So then what I did is I sanded and sanded and sanded, of course. And then for the edges here, I hope you can see it, they're kind of beveled, which means it's smaller on the outside than the inside because it was all scratched up on the outside, which I'll talk about the scratching later. But I mean, theoretically, she's hitting people with it, so you want that end sharp, right? Obviously, I wasn't going to make it really sharp because you shouldn't do that for cons. So I just kind of beveled it a little bit to give it the illusion of being a blade. And yeah, I didn't do that to the yellow though, even though I think it is on hers. I got lazy. But so I didn't think it was that necessary. I also beveled it all the way up the entirety of the blade. And that's how I did that. I did that on both of them, obviously. And these little things right here, these little button things, you can kind of see, they're just like these wooden, like little, like, I don't want to say buttons, but I don't know what they're called. But I found them online, and I liked them, so I got them. I think they're 1/2 inch, so they fit in there really well. And the yellow one, by the way, the yellow one has 7, I think. Wait, maybe not. No, it has 8. Yes, the yellow one has 8 little circles as well. They're just like inside the bladey part, whatever. And for the sword part of it, for the blade part of it, I know that it's a blade, so it's bigger right here, and then it gets thinner as you go down the blade, and it's also like thicker in the middle of the blade, and it goes down to a point. So what I used for that contouring, or whatever you want to call it, I used Bondo, and I just basically slathered it on there because it's really messy, and then sanded like crazy. I think I sanded for like days, and I finally finished that, and then I painted. Now obviously I painted these just like plain yellow, and for the orange though, I could not find an orange that I liked because it's orangish reddish. It's a weird, like, I'm sure Crayola has one, has a color, I don't know. But, so I ended up getting orange and red, an orangish red and a reddish orange, and I just kind of put them both on there, so they were kind of, I just thinly sprayed both of them on there with the spray paint, and got a mixture of orange and red that I kind of like it, so it worked. And then for the scratches on there, Rikku does have scratches on her her knives, and the thing I saw a lot when I was searching through Google for the images is that people will either like not do them at all, or they'll like be so in your face that it's crazy. So basically, what I did is I wanted like a happy medium, and there are obviously people who have done it really well. My chair is, okay. So I just took sandpaper and I just scratched it a little on the extremities that theoretically would get hit, you know, if you're fighting. And the gray that you see below it, that's just the primer that went on it. I always put like a bajillion layers of primer on it, because you prime then sand, then prime then sand, blah blah blah. So this is literally just like scratching through to see my primer. I didn't paint the gray on there or anything. I just like took sandpaper and beat the crap out of it, so. Weathering. Yeah, and it also, that basically gives me license to beat the crap out of this at cons and not worry too much about the appearance of it. Though, you can see I actually like hit it against something and the wood is seen, so I should probably fix that up, but oh well. So that is how I made my Rikku blades. I don't think I'm missing anything. No. If you have any more questions, shoot me a comment below, or message me on Facebook. I'm on Facebook a lot. I'm always on the internet, so I'll hopefully answer it fairly soon. Yeah, don't be afraid to ask questions. I love questions. They're so great. So just let me know. Thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. Love you guys. Bye.